One day I woke up and I realized that life is an uphill battle, a uphill struggle for me, and it's not for some people. I noticed that I'm working very, very hard. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, all the right actions, apparently, and I can't seem to move ahead, to point B. And I get frustrated, and it was a sign that something is wrong. So, how many of you have felt like that? You work hard, hard, hard every day, but you notice that you are actually regressing instead of progressing. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Pedro Gould. You are tuned into the Alpha Success Television Network. What I discovered was that when I'm walking and walking and walking and walking every single day, um, you know, they like to call it the rat race. You don't move anywhere. That's why it's called a rat race. And I believe that the number one reason that amongst a lot of other people, are stuck in the rat race is because we haven't discovered what our divine calling is, what our purpose is. Because once you discover what your purpose is, then you have a lot of motivation to do your work because it is your calling. So I got up, and I had no motivation to do my business, to do my work, and I knew that there was something very, very wrong because I felt like I had disconnected from infinite intelligence, if I may call it. So I really decided to go down and figure out how do I discover what my purpose is. Because everybody I meet, they say, oh, I just don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm here for. I don't know what my calling is. And I thought there has to be a way for someone to discover what their purpose was. So I embarked on a journey and I discovered what my purpose is. And I'd like to share with you the journey that I took so you can take the same information, you can glean from what I'm speaking about and use it to discover your own purpose. So it's going to be a very simple exercise. Get yourself a paper and a pen, and I'll walk you through some things that I did. So I got me a little notebook that I use, and I sat down and I wrote several things. I wrote number one, what is my values? Okay, what is most important to me? What do I find valuable? And in writing down my values, I came up with several different things like you go into, had God consciousness, peace of mind, creativity, sound physical health, godly fit physique, contribution to the world through network marketing, through my success television, through my speaking, through my writing, my mama, I love my mama, you know. So I had a wide variety of different things that are valuable to me. And, I filled up 2 pages and I started noticing a common theme. There was one thing that kept showing up. And I thought, that was interesting. So anyway, I didn't stop. I proceeded on to next exercise. And the next exercise, I really sat down and wrote, what are the gifts that my father gave me? My father. What are the gifts that my father gave me? Everybody has one unique talent that is not duplicable. It's only unique to them. It's individual to them. Therefore, it's very important to be yourself, because imitation is suicide. Discover what your talents are. So I sat down and I wrote down my gifts, and interesting things are coming up. I am spiritually thirsty. I am intelligent. I'm courageous. I have a pure heart. I'm resilient. I got a great pluck. You name it. I'm a magnificent speaker. I'm an epic writer. I have the ability to inspire. And I was writing these things. I'm a great communicator. And I got to the end, and a word just came from nowhere, and it said, I am chosen. Okay. I thought that was interesting. So once I'd written down what my gifts were, now I come to the crucial question, and the crucial question is, what is my life purpose? What is my life purpose? So you go back and you look at what you wrote for, what do you value most, and what are your gifts? And throughout that exercise, it will just pop up very, very vividly. So when I was looking at some of my gifts, I noticed that I'm a great communicator. I'm a great leader. I'm a great speaker. I'm a great writer. I have the ability to inspire, and all these things, and all these things came together, and my purpose popped out on the page, and it didn't make sense to me because I've always looked at myself as a businessman. Network marketing, that's my thing. Um, Writing, making some videos out there to inspire people and all of that. But the moment my purpose came out, it just jumped at me and it just said very clearly in my head that I have been chosen to point millions of people to the door. When they see me, they see him. I shine brightly because I walk with him. Yeah. When that came out, when I discovered my purpose, I cried. I cried for like I've never cried before, and it felt like the demons just left me, because now it gave me a different way to look at my network marketing business, a different way to look at how I speak, a different way to look at how I write, And then once I had written down my life purpose, then you go on to another page and you write down, what are the character traits, what are the beliefs, and what are the habits that you will need to accomplish your goals. So I wrote 7 of them, I have unshakable faith in my Father and the good He has bequeathed His Son, me. I have unshakable belief in myself as a divine incarnation of the one mind, I have unshakable belief that I'm doing my Father's calling. All these things, I'm confident and I take bold, decisive action because I know that my Father walks with me. So once I wrote these things, my purpose was very, very clear. My vision for what I'm supposed to be doing on this plane was very, very clear. And therefore, when I go out tomorrow, I have a newfound motivation and life becomes exciting because I'm going with it with a newfound gusto. I've discovered my purpose. I've discovered my calling. Now I'm unstoppable because if God is with me, who can be against me? Nobody. So that's an exercise that you can do, and it's not even complete. After I finished writing it down, I dictated. This is my little toy, man. I love this toy. What company made this? Philips. Thank you, Philips. I recorded every single thing that I wrote down, and then that's my new game. So when you go to the gym, you don't be listening to Shania Twain. You've been listening to yourself because you have the sweetest voice on earth. Forget about all the singers. So what I'm listening to is my gifts, my character traits, my life purpose, my values, and it's playing over and over and over and over and over and over and over in my head, and I'm getting programmed with the right information, so I'm automatically making decisions that are congruent with my life calling. Case closed. Case closed. Don't ever say that you don't know what your life calling is. It's going to take some work. It's going to take a few hours. The exercise took me about 3 hours. Sit down with a pen and paper. Write down, some values, your gifts, your life purpose, and the traits, beliefs, and habits that you need to develop to achieve your goals. And therefore, you too can go out and make a contribution to the world.